Super Dave here with another exciting review with episode 13 of figures, play sets, and accessories that go well with MOTU classics. And today we're looking at a Storm Collectible action figure from Mortal Kombat. His name is MotarO, or MotarO, and he is incredible. Just look at this guy. I mean, wow, he is just epic. And we're going to be taking a look at him in vivid detail as well as his accessories. And I'm telling you what, he is intimidating. He is cool. So let's take a look at this Mortal Kombat awesome figure by Storm Collectibles, and we're going to break open the box now and take a look at everything he comes with and see how well he goes with MOTU classics. Before we jump into this episode, this is the year of MOTU. I mentioned MOTU Classics, but this is also the year of Masters of the Universe Revelation. And the comic book just came out this week, number 1 of the series of the, as it says, the official prequel to the upcoming Netflix animated series that's coming out July 23rd. And this is July of 2021 if you're watching this later on. But I'm excited about reading this. Picked this up today at my local comic book store. And I'm excited about reading that. And you can pick those up, and it's also available digital through Amazon and other sources. But I'm excited about reviewing this guy. But 2020 was like the year of G.I. Joe, and that's still going on. But this is the year of Masters of the Universe. 2 different types of toys, Origins, Pops, Minis, and now Revelation figures hitting the scene. Just reviewed Battle Cat. If you want to check him out, there's a link to go check him out now from Revelation. Awesome Battle Cat. And now we're going to look at a figure that I believe goes well with MOTU Classics or Revelation. And we'll be pairing them up with some of them here in just a moment. But first of all, let's dive on in and take a look at this awesome character. Here is the mighty MotarO. Wow, check him out. Oh my goodness, he is incredible. Man, I tell you, Storm Collectibles always does a phenomenal job with their figures in every direction and every aspect, I do believe, in my personal opinion. And they're really knocking it out of the gate with many of these new action figures that they're coming out with, including the Golden Axe series and the Mortal Kombat series and the Street Fighters. I mean, they just do such an excellent job. But I'm mainly interested in the ones that go with MOTU Classics and now Revelation. And let's look at the accessories first off here. So the first accessory we're going to take a look at are these hands accessories. And you see these hands, like the Goro figure by Storm Collectibles from Mortal Kombat, has only 4 fingers. And this looks more like a grappling hand. And then down here you have another set of hands, and these look like a more relaxed kind of hands, but also because those fingers are not curled in, they could also be used, I think, to maybe, depending on how big the enemy's neck is, to kind of grab the neck of a action figure. So that's a possibility as well, but they are more relaxed. And then of course on the Goro figure himself, he comes with those closed fisted hands. The only qualm that I have with this is I would kind of liked a more of a grabbing or weapon holding hand to have come with him. A 4th set of hands would have been nice. And then he comes with this awesome bloodied skeleton. Now he is really cool. He's just like the other skeletons that we've reviewed, and there is a link there if you want to check out that set of skeletons. They come in a 2 set, but this one is just like those 2, except he does not come with his shield or sword, and he is bloodied, but he has the same articulation, the opening mouth, very articulated, and a whole gang of hands. Because besides the hands that he comes equipped with there, he also comes with all of these hands. And you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, count the ones he's wearing, 5 pairs of bloodied hands as well. So really, really nice that they packed all of those, and that is cool. Now, our MotarO also comes with a extra pair of hand pegs. So if you break one or lose one in trying to switch out the pairs of hands, you have 2 extra. That's really nice that they pack that. And then our MotarO comes with this ball, flaming ball effect that he can launch. And it comes with these stands with multiple pegs so that you can have this ball effect, fiery ball effect mounted, so you can have him shooting it from different heights or different poses in particular, and we'll illustrate that in just a few moments. And the final accessory that he comes with, except for the head that he's already equipped with, this more stoic, angry look, is this yelling head. Wow, look at those ram horns curled around and that nice black matte paint and the details. Wow, just check out the details of this MotarO head sculpt. The wrinkles and the furrowed brow, kind of like a, you know, a mohawk, and the teeth details, the tongue, the muscularity of the jaw there, just stretching out the ears. Just a really phenomenal looking head sculpt all the way around. I just really think that is intimidating, evil looking, and menacing looking. Awesome. And now let's take a look at MotarO's Articulation. We'll start out with the head, and he's able to look up a lot. Look how much he's able to look up. That looks great. And he's able to look down all the way. And of course, with that ball joint, he's in that soft upper part, like most, which is typical of Storm Collectibles, which is really nice to have that soft goods plastic, rubbery type plastic at the top all the way up to the neck. It gives you a lot of flexibility, including with the neck. But just look at that. I mean, he's going to be able to do anything. And looking up all the way, looking down, so that's great. Then looking at the arms, he's got that nice Storm Collectibles, again, typical butterfly joint, which is powerfully useful. It has great range on both arms, and that's just excellent. And then looking at these arms, he is able to go all the way around 360 with those shoulders. He's able to get better than 90 degrees going up there, and can even get better than that. And he'll be able to get the, oh yeah, muscle pose. There you go. But he does have true bicep swivel, which is very nice. Double jointed elbows, getting better than 90 degrees. Check out the detail of that little horn type spike coming off that forearm there. That's really, really cool. And then let's get those arms out of the way and just check out this diaphragm ball joint. I mean, it does gap up here, but he's going to be able to crunch all the way forward. Check that out. All the way back. And then if you use that diaphragm at the waist, he's going to be able to get back about that much right there. And then if you use that waist, he's going to even be able to go down further. So that's really cool. And it does leave a big gap in the back. You see the ball joint there. But overall, I think that looks really, really cool. Really cool. There's your most muscular pose there, coming from our MotarO. Looking dynamic, looking great. Love that. There you go. All right, moving on to the rest of the body. Take a look at these legs. They will spread out. Isn't that really cool? So you're going to be able to get some good dynamic poses spreading out those legs that way. He's able to kick up about that much. He's able to bend that leg even further up that way. And then this one bends at kind of the knee here, and then you have another almost like a ankle looking ability there, which is going to not really get much of a rocker, but you're still going to be able to move up and down there. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 right there going down the leg possibilities. He's not going to go back any further than that, but combining that motion and that motion, he's going to be able to get up that much on both of those legs. So that's looking good. That's going to give some of those really cool poses that you see online using that tail. Coming down here, these legs. There we go. He's going to be kind of kicking. Now with that horn there, it almost gives it a look like it's a high heel shoe. So let's not do that to him. Spread that out a little bit. There we go. There we go. You can see it now, kind of the way it's going to work to be able to really get him going in a reared up position. That's really cool. And that's because of these back legs. They also will move in and out. And then he's got the ability to go forward that much with that one. And then this bends back that way. It'll go back that far. And then so you got 1, 2, and then you got another bend at this area right here. It goes that far in, that far out, and then another ankle type joint there that allows you to maneuver that. So that's really good posing there. And of course this tail will turn, and it does have a wire in it. So you're going to be able to get that tail to go and do just about anything that you need for it to do. If you want it to come up like that, so it's going to be like a scorpion tail, or if you need it to help you prop him up doing some poses, he's going to be able to do that. As we looked at just a moment ago, you just have to get the weight distribution just right for him to be able to do that. There we go. And so just really, really cool articulation. There is no articulation in the diaphragm of the horse's body, so to speak, other than up here at the waist. It's not a horse, but you know what I'm saying. There's nothing back here. So that's a shame. It looks like they could have put one somewhere in here and hit it a little bit so you could turn this section here. But overall, it's really cool. See the detail of the silver coming off this black waistband into the silver, down through the belly, all the way into the tail. It's got shading throughout this body, which is just looking great. The muscularity, the veins coming off the leg there, you can see that. Just really, really cool. And then the mane type hair coming off the back. I mean, to me, this figure is dynamite. He just looks amazing. And as of July the 8th here, he was still available on BigBadToyStore.com if you're interested in purchasing your own MotarO. Pixel Dan would say it is comparison time. And you can see already how these pair up with this awesome Mortal Kombat's looking figure that certainly looks good with MOTU Classics and our Revelation Battle Cat. There's He-Man, Classics He-Man with vintage head, getting ready to block that burst of fireball there. And then our Red Dragon, which is from the Golden Axe series, also made by Storm Collectibles, is breathing his own fiery ball of fire toward our MotarO. But wow, see that skeleton? He's already dealt with somebody and it's getting him out of the way so he can get ready. And his tail back there is fighting the Axe Battler. So his tail can do his own thing while he looks like he's getting ready to rear up and challenge our Battle Cat. And He-Man's trying to deal with the fireball coming at it. It was just really cool. Check it out. There we go. But let's stand him up next to some of these and really take a look at how he compares in height, stature, and just overall fitting in. I think he fits in good. Let's see. And here's a comparison of our MotarO and He-Man. They're looking great together. You can see the size difference, but you know, you think about that big beast that was on the Filmation cartoon He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. There's a picture of him. And that's what this guy kind of reminds me of, but obviously not the same thing, but you know, he was giant and monsters are supposed to be big. So I think they go great together. So there's Battle Cat and He-Man. There's the Revelation Battle Cat, the Classics He-Man, Battle Armor He-Man. And then there's my custom She-Ra. She actually has muscle. Cool. Looking good. And here's MotarO next to the Axe Battler and his red dragon. I do have him leaning over just a little bit, so he may not be quite as tall as he would be if he was standing straight up, but I wanted to get a different dynamic pose there. There is the red dragon, the Axe Battler from the Golden Axe series, and then MotarO looking awesome, all flexed out, most muscular pose. Look at those veins, those traps, those awesome muscles in his neck there, just looking awesome, looking awesome. He's big, he's bad, he's intimidating, he's cool, he's bad to the bone. And here's MotarO with our Lion-O and a Marvel Legends figure that I think works well with MOTU Classics, and they look cool together. And here is our MotarO figure next to the only MOTU Revelation figure that I own other than Battle Cat. And he's almost 8 inches tall, and that is Skelly God, and he's looking menacing beside our MotarO here as well, looking really cool. Really awesome. MotarO next to our Dolph Lundgren He-Man, if you want to check that out, looking really cool there as well. And here's our MotarO throwing a flame ball at our Conan the Barbarian from Super 7, the comic version. They're looking cool together. And I did add that cape as a custom, that furry cape on the back of that one there. It's looking cool. Speaking of Conan, the next episode of figures, accessories, play sets that work well with MOTU Classics or Revelation is this Conan by Super 7 that's from the likeness of the Conan movies with Arnold Schwarzenegger. And he's going to be cool. Look at him with his new sword and his ability to pose like that classic pose from the movie. And so that will be the next episode and review, God willing. Come and check us out. Thank you for joining us. Here's some photos of our awesome Mortal Kombat's MotarO.